This segment is brought to you by Riceworks, the gourmet brown rice crisp that's made with natural goodness of whole grain brown rice to keep your body healthy and your taste buds happy.
Hi everyone, it's Margaret Wallace Duffy, and we're down at Liberty Village in Toronto at Mildred's Temple Kitchen. This is becoming one of my favorite places to hang out and cook with Donna Dewar, who is a professional chef, a cookbook author, has even had her own show on the Food Network, so I'm in really great hands. Now, I do love to cook, and what is better than a wonderful dessert at the end of a delicious meal? And I happen to love cheesecake, so I understand that I've got something really special in store for me today. So welcome, Donna.
Oh, Margaret, welcome to my kitchen.
It's
again.
fun to be back.
Well, it's great to have you, and I knew that you love cheesecake, so that's why I chose this recipe.
Thank you.
The little trick, it's all about the little tricks.
Absolutely.
The little trick today that I'd like to share with you is the base of the cheesecake, because this is something, people use all kinds of things to make the base, but today we're going to use the riceworks cinnamon crackers.
I have to tell you, Donna, I love the Riceworks, but I've always known about the savory brands.
Yes, well, the sweet is just as good as the savory.
And so you're using the cinnamon one.
I'm using the cinnamon, that's right. And what I've done is I have popped the crackers into my food processor.
Right.
And I have ground these, they're quite fine. You can see that,
Yes.
Margaret, that they're very, very fine. And they almost stick together on their own, which I like, because I'm not going to add any sugar to this base whatsoever.
So that makes it healthier,
That
which
makes
is great.
it healthier. But I am a little splash of butter, not too much. You can see it's barely,
Just a titch.
just a titch. And we'll bring it all together. I've discovered when I've been doing recipes with Riceworks, I've been learning some really interesting things. One of the things about the cheesecake that I love is I can use this as a base, and I don't have to pre-cook the base like most recipes call for.
So it saves us time.
It saves us time.
Do you know what? I have to admit, I love cheesecake, but that's one of the things. You're a mom, I'm busy, I don't have a lot of extra time, so that saves me a step. I love it.
And Margaret, I'm using these cute little rings. I thought, well, here's another tip. You go into restaurants and you see these dainty little desserts, and you think, wow, I could never do that at home.
Right.
In fact, you can do that at home.
So where do we get these cute little things?
Well, any good kitchen store will have them.
Right.
Any good kitchen store will have them.
So now, is there a difference in terms of the cooking when you're doing little ones? I know my
Yes.
cheesecake often cracks on the top, right?
I know, it's frustrating.
It's very
isn't it?
frustrating.
Or it puffs up and then it collapses. Oh, yeah, I know.
And it looks like a dog's breakfast.
It
Awful.
does, yeah.
So why is it better when it's smaller?
Because it's going to cook in a lot less time,
Okay.
and you get beautiful result every time.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why
so
we like to make those little dainty desserts.
Exactly.
So now we're ready to go. I just have to slide this off, and we're going to put our ingredients together. And I thought I'd just quickly put the ingredients into play so people could see what kind of texture they're looking for with their cheesecake.
Now what's in there?
Well, this is cream cheese. I like the deli style myself. A little bit of sugar.
Right.
And Margaret, I'm going to ask you to mix that, and I'll crack 2 eggs in there. One thing about cheesecake that a lot of people may not realize is that you can overmix it.
Okay.
So you're doing a great job.
Okay.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Now, how do you know when it's mixed properly?
Well, I think if you got your mixer out or your hand mixer, then you would probably be overmixing it.
Okay.
The way you're doing it is fine. I'm putting a little pumpkin puree in this one.
Oh, now how much?
I love pumpkin. This is gorgeous.
That's a nice little twist.
Nice little twist.
We've got the twist with the rice, which I can't believe.
Yeah,
the rice works in the bottom.
With the cinnamon and the pumpkin, it's a perfect marriage. A perfect marriage.
Yes. And of course, I love rice cakes because they're good right out of the bag, but they're also healthier. No trans fat,
Absolutely.
no cholesterol.
Absolutely. And if you've got a guest over who has some dietary restrictions, perhaps they're celiac, this is a great way to offer them all the best of the bounty of the table.
Right. And for everyone, right?
For everyone.
The kids will love this too.
Now I'm going to add a little sour cream.
Just a little.
Just a little. And you can mix that up. That's very good mixing, Margaret. I have to
Thank
say,
you.
you are a natural.
Thank you.
And that's the filling that we're going to pop into our little ring. Now you notice that I used some parchment
Right.
paper, so we could make it a bit taller. just have to pour this in. Just a little pour. And you can go big or you can go shallow. I like to go big. And off it
Excellent.
goes to the oven.
Now, how long is it going to cook for?
That's going to cook for about 15 minutes at very low temperature.
Which is-
That's the other thing about
okay.
cheesecake, low temp.
And what's the low temp? What would
Low temp for me is 325.
325?
Not convection. So if you have
Okay.
a convection oven at home, turn
Right.
your convection oven off. for this.
Okay. Okay, and this is the
This
final product?
is the final product.
Oh, looks
So
delicious.
once I've taken it out of the oven, I also put a little bit of cream cheese on the top just to give it a nice finish.
Right.
You could put a little splash of bourbon in there if you wanted to.
Ooh,
You could flavor it up with many things. And then we peel off,
Oh, look at that.
and there is our cheesecake. Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
That looks gorgeous.
And here is the final product. So
Well-
I've dressed it up a little bit.
Now, look at this. Edible flowers. What is this along the side of
This
garnishing?
is poached apple.
Mm.
This really truly reflects the harvest in the fall. I
Yes.
love this dish
Yes.
just for that reason.
But you could do anything, and pomegranate seeds for color.
And you could do any flavor of cheesecake. Chocolate cheesecake
Oh.
would be great.
Donna, that looks
plain,
almost too good
yeah.
to eat.
I think we might have to dig in.
And it's actually healthier for us. Oh, yeah. You know what? One of my favorite desserts, the best way to cap off a meal, a nice coffee, which, by the way, I had some of your coffee here. It's delicious. So thank you so much, as
You're
always.
welcome,
And we're going to be coming back for more. You're not going to get rid of us because we love cooking
It's
with
my
you, Donna.
pleasure, and I love cooking with you.
Thank you. So, riceworks, who knew? Not only is it savory, but it's also sweet. And I tried this one out of the bag. It's absolutely delicious. Now, Riceworks is also stepping it up a little bit more, and they want to recognize the goodness in our communities. So Real Life is challenging you, whether you have a fundraising event or a charity, big or small, we want to hear about it. We want to hear your inspiring stories, and I want you to go online and tell us about it. You can get these recipes, these wonderful recipes at riceworks.ca, or you showusyourgoodness.com. And of course, we can also vote, viewers. You can vote for your favorite charity, and they'll have a chance to win a share of $30,000, a fantastic prize offered up by Riceworks. So show us your goodness, get online and vote, because you're going to help make a difference too. Now, if you have any health and wellness questions, don't hesitate to contact me, Margaret, at reallife on CTS.com.